Damn it. Whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Raiders. Or Splatoon Raiders, rather. I did play just about half an hour off camera this morning. I really messed up on the recording there. I only recorded like half the screen, but that's primarily because I was messing with my monitors at some point and I accidentally messed with the recording area. But you didn't really miss much. I will say I am level 4 now, I believe it was. Or no, I'm level 3. There's only about 2 areas that I missed that I'm going to replay for you. But in the off chance, I got Ink Pro, and then I got Midair Jump from both of those. And then I got some more upgrades for the gadgets. This one I have more explosive jump and then more explosive damage up now. So that's fun. And then I got a Cycle Brush, and then I also got a Water Wing Splattershot Junior. These are being very nicely used. Another thing that I botched with that recording was this. The mechanic shop is now accessible to me. I now have the ability to upgrade my tanks with the aforementioned skill points that we've been getting. And then hideout ship construction. This is where a lot of the small resources that we've been getting are actually going to become fucking useful. Like these shards, and then we're also going to get access to special resources that come from specific enemies, like the Stinger's Colander, the Scrapper's Glass Window, and Salvatore's Plastic Bag. All a bunch of stuff that I have started getting, especially since recently. Um, yeah, there's actually only been one. There's been 2 levels you missed that I'll replay for you right now. Outside of that, I've actually I think I've been a little under level for a lot of my expeditions that I've been messing with recently. This one I will let go out. So this is where we left off right before last video. Alright, yeah, right before last video. Pretty foggy. And when I was playing earlier, I was wondering what the hell was going on with these giant pipes, because I didn't realize it at first. Why were there giant pipes just coming out of the ground? I just kind of took it at face value, didn't say much. But why are there giant pipes coming here? I'm glad they have their heads on straight. They're just looking for the treasure. Hell yeah. Reading. So this is another one of those where we end up going underground. It's actually quite dope. Now, going back a little, I did go through some of the promotional imaging, and I did kind of see that we were underground a few times. So this wouldn't have been that big of a surprise to me if I ended up just actually paying attention to a lot of the promotion material that just came out for this thing. Yeah. So apparently digging like that drains the drill. Alright, yep. So, here comes Big Boy. Or rather, we're coming to Big Boy. We're here to destroy him. Number 4. So, all you really missed between what I actually didn't record and now is just me grabbing a few enemies, getting a few more skill points, and then I also got a couple of grindy scrolls that I will go through with you as soon as I finish this up. I mainly wanted to do this level again to make sure I was level 4, because the next few bunch of levels are actually 5. Fun though. So I am actually a little under level for some of this stuff. I'm trying to at least make sure I don't go crazy. And I will say on that treasure map also, some of you may have noticed there is that small little island to the left. There is a small, or there is a, what's it called? I can't speak right now. There is a level over there, but that one's level 8. I did try to go into that, and I am nowhere near ready. And I will also say we also did meet a special variant of a Slack tongue. And he seems to apparently be the source of this. So this is also apparently the first boss fight. I believe when I first got at this guy, it was actually kind of, for me, I felt I left feeling more whelmed. Because it's just, I don't know, he doesn't, this new attack that he has doesn't really seem that much more effective against us, particularly if you ask me. Fish can fly. Hell yeah. Oh, we also get the ability to change our clothes here and there. Here, or change them however we prefer. Oh, we also get the ability to use amiibos. There's not like an amiibo box just sitting around. But that's all that was missed. I apologize for botching that recording again. So, new time. Get some more trinkets. Nice. Increase the damage of the explosion that happens when landing. Increase the size of the explosion that happens when landing. Creates an explosion at the beginning of the jump. And, oh, okay. So basically, it clusters. Interesting. Okay, so we will upgrade again. I did already have 2 skill points when I first unlocked this, so I upgraded weapon damage and then gadget part slots, because this seems to be very useful. Try to make as much use as I can of those small little trinkets we get. They actually seem to be quite beneficial, if you ask me. In the meantime, I'm getting more. I'm gonna try to get. I want to save up for weapon upgrading, because I do actually want to start using a lot of the stuff that I have currently, but I know for a fact that it's a little too early for me to be trying to invest in what I currently have. This is the other level that came out, along with this one. I'll replay this one for you. This one is level 8. I could not put a dent in those levels well. And another thing, you may notice at the top of the map, I now have a compass. That compass is now pointing directly north. Where to, I'm not entirely sure, but it is pointing directly north. I'm going to assume some treasure. So, like that. And this is a scrapper. This is the Raiders version of the scrapper. Very simple. Bust them until you stun them and call it a day. But I will say, now that I actually have like customization and everything that I can now start to access, I am very much intrigued into what I can actually do and how powerful I can really get. Because I could just imagine the amount of trinkets and shit I can put together on my stuff. I mean, the ones that I have already make pretty significant like dents into what's available. Ooh, a roller, thank God. Ooh, a shrimp roller. 2-star, hell yeah. My first uncommon. I can only imagine what I'm capable of after a while. Which is really weird, sounds more like a whoop cushion. Scrapper, and then this, my friends. Forget his name exactly. I think it's a, it's not a hot pot. Is it hot pot? I think more than likely will be. But he's not that difficult, as you can see, just for those that have played Salmon Run in the past few games. You just knock out what he's standing on. You just knock his legs out. We'll say I do find it very fun that they did reuse the salmons from Salmon Run because I feel like they never really got that much love from the previous outside of Salmon Run. They didn't really get much love. And if we their Splattershot Junior. And then over here, I believe this was where I got a blind. So that was in a red crate for those that were wondering as well. So I will also say I'm getting very accustomed to the movement tech in this game. It's really, once you actually get used to like the jumping and everything, and then you kind of forego your natural Splatoon muscle memory of everything has a button. Everything has a sub weapon that can be used. You get it obviously. You're comfortable with what you have and what you don't have anymore. The game becomes pretty damn easy, or pretty damn fluent. A lot more fluent than what I was expecting. But I don't know why I came into this expecting a very different Splatoon experience. Like this wasn't going to be more Splatoon. Like this wasn't going to be just more of this. I don't know. That's what I get for not playing after a while and kind of attempting to come in with as fresh of a mind as possible and hoping for sure. Not hoping, but I don't know. I was expecting something different. Ooh, 2-star from Ningle Splash Dream. Oh shit! I got a Squiffer in a bucket. That's dope, actually. Oh, they're all pretty on level too. That's dope as hell. Optimized for range and ink coverage. Okay, so once you get to 2-star, they start actually having their own attributes. This is interesting, because a lot of what I had was just 1-star commons. But now, they got shit. All HP recovers 10% faster, recover from danger 10% faster. Ink consumed by this weapon is reduced by 10%. Speed when swimming in ink or moving in kid form is faster. Hell yeah. That is dope. I'm going to try out this. Let's get these out the way. I'm going to try out the shrimp roller. Alright. So we can now get gadget development. That didn't take too long. I was only missing about 1 or 2 scrapper windows, wasn't I? So you need a workspace for developing gadgets. Sounds great. Let's get to it. Perfect timing, actually. I was just inspecting the bot and found some gadgets. I had no idea. You should be able to make nice gadgets with these through the workspace to us. So I guess from here I'll actually be able to make my own. Oh, that's it. Imagine the gadgets that come first. I'll get the blueprints. Meet me here later. Oh, and as well, you can also edit the firing range. You can get it like an arcade, you can get balloons, you can get unbreakable targets, you can get a whole bunch of Narnia nonsense that will go on. I do want to mess with this arcade cabinet. But it does need 2015 shards. Why? I'm not entirely sure, but that might be because that might be when Splatoon came out, the first one. We're developing a new gadget, right? Blueprints with the bots are here, so go ahead and use them. It takes materials to make gadgets, but all you need is whatever salmon's dropping, so you're like shards. Gadgets have to be fitted to specific tanks, so be sure what you're making is compatible for your start. Your tank has space for 2 gadgets. Once you finish a new one, try attaching it in the open slot. So we have our 3 that I will be very interested in. So the first one is Blast Boot, as always, and then we have a Dash Bomb. This just seems kind of like a panic grenade, if you ask me. And then we have the Boomerang. Throw like a boomerang, emphasis on boom, and enjoy its grateful damage. Alright, hell yeah. Split chat, splat chat. And then the spin wheel. Sends salmons flying as it moves forward. Hold the button to lock onto it and chase boss salmons. Alright. Orbits 8 discs around you that ink the ground, deals damage to enemies that get close. Ooh. I haven't messed with the shot pot one yet. I think I might want to mess with this one a bit soon. The High Viver shoots 5 simultaneous lines of ink that bounce off terrain. The static lines damage salmons. Okay. And then the blue bombs. Explodes after being attacked by a weapon. The more you link together, the bigger the explosion. Ooh. This is all cool stuff. Alright. I got a lot to mess with, and I got a lot I need to farm for. So we get Lintel Inlet. This seems like another one of those perhaps Draid ones. Or drill ones. So hopefully we can get that one in and out of the way. I do have a new weapon. Fantastic new weapon. Hopefully. As a giant crystal. It is very weird. There we go. I need more power eggs. I need I need minimum. I need 4. I need minimum 2,000. Oops, hold on. All right. This one is a new mission type. I haven't actually played it, so we'll explain this one together. I was actually curious to see, because if I'm supposed to be charging the battery of this drill, shouldn't I not drill anything at all? Ooh. Explosion. Oh, really? Now, I guess also from here on, things will just start dropping a lot more. Because I will say, I've been getting pretty decent drops here and there. Another briny skull. This one I will read right after. I promise you. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything, because I'm kind of breezing through this with my roller, but that's just roller tendencies. Ooh. It's a mortar guy. I remember these guys. Big shot. I was wondering how they were going to introduce those guys, because I remember in Salmon Run, they had to have a turret to actually be able to use it, or a mortar. But there's not one. Oh, Big Shot Spring. Okay, that makes a lot more sense because I noticed that one of the parts that I needed was a spring, but I'm not sure what exactly it was or who exactly it would have been from. Another compass. So that's what the old compass looked like as well. The old one looked as well. It was just found in a chest and nothing further. Oh, they regenerate. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Cause I was gonna say I'm out of salmon and stuff to go after. So that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, I got a cluster of them there and some colors. Goldie. No, Goldie. You bastard. I needed you. Why is that red now? Oh, that's 'cause so what happens if I get to 4,000? Or is that just the max capacity that I can get? Let me go over here real quick. I didn't notice there was more over here. The shrimp roll is kind of badass. I'll probably pull up this shrimp roll. Hey! Steelhead, that's his name. I knew it was Steel something, but I didn't know what it was. So all we're missing is, I think it's the boss salmons. Oh, that in the those flying ones with the cannon on the sides. I can't imagine how they're gonna get those. Oh, okay. So I guess. All right, let me continue to run around because it seems like I'll get more if I get more power eggs. Alright, let me go after this big shot. I think there's gonna be another Goldie over here because it's red again. It was red when the Goldie was out. Jumping jump. Okay, so these modifiers are just gonna keep it jumping. Alright, might as well since this one's done. And then go get that big fish. I think so far this has definitely been my favorite mission. Because it wasn't exactly just 3 steps. This was, I mean, I guess this was about 3 steps as well, but it wasn't that bad. Yeah, threw some curveballs on me, so it wasn't that. Hell yeah. That was cool. That was cool. Alright, so in comparison to a lot of the other ones, that was definitely my favorite. Oh, the shit we got. So Steelhead's Tire, Stinger. Oh, Stinger, that's his name. Forget his name. Stinger, Scrapper, Salvatore, Salty, Big Shots. Strong, dignified spring. Hold on. Ah, Splatsville Heart. Ooh. 500. Alright. Splatsville's hottest street styles. Fashion-savvy young people are repurposing turf war gear and making part of their unique street styles. Their thinking seems to be more gear, more respect. Ain't that the than the abandoned artifacts. I have no clue what the big objects are that that I can see on the sea. Are they old relics? Did salmons build them long ago? What do they resemble? I feel like they're made of material I've seen before. Now, if I remember correctly, in the Splatoon universe, there's a strange infatuation with giant human objects from the past. Like in this case, there's giant forks, spoons, just giant cutlery. I'm not entirely sure what that is on the right, but it looks like some sort of press. That's what I have gathered just in general with a lot of the Splatoon lore. There's an infatuation with old human relics. And I'll also go back to these. These are just kind of small divots at the salmons. This one was one that I think we found last video, but I don't know if I recalled it. But we will call the crystals found around the island sphere-like. It seems that they possess unusual properties. There is no doubt much to be learned from researching these crystals, and all findings shall be properly cataloged. This one is on the boss salmons. The boss salmons who claim this area as their territory seem to carry massive power eggs with them at all times. Perhaps it is a sort of badge of honor, indication of their strength. Now that makes sense. I can actually make a no, I can upgrade my tank. Yeah. I think this one I'll probably get my HP up. I have noticed that a lot of the enemies can kind of do enough damage to almost one-shot me. So it's a little scary. Oh, you can also operate the crane. I wasn't quite good with this. Oh. Okay. I thought it was just going to automatically open the door. No. Rip. No, come on. That was so free. You have to be super. You have to actually be super precise with this. No, like so exact with this. I'm glad he's not bothered by the fact that I just put that over his head. So I have some farming I need to do, it seems. Because I'm only level 5. Yeah, I'm only level 5, so I need to do some farming. Definitely need to do some farming. So salmon, level 7. Chowder Buried Ruin. This will be an interesting level because there's 3 different rewards, it seems. And this is another underground level. Alright. So level 2. Electric Boogaloo. This is... How deep did the other ones go? No, but this seems this is the last one. Holy shit. Well, he's not playing this thing. So this isn't that hard of a boss fight. I just screwed it up. Yeah, I screwed that up. I could have had that. I definitely could have had that. I did level up though, and I got another Splattershot Junior. And I added explosion. Physical explosion after dash. I definitely need to go through my inventory, but I don't know. I'm really fixated on that now. Ah. I forget that there is help, but I'm not going to call for help. That's weak. I gotta deal with big scrapper over here. That is one gnarly looking scrapper, if you ask me. If you salvage those guys. They're gonna get something else. Water Wing Junior. Right, that one's gonna be on level 2. Way again. Try to keep him off a little bit. Yep. Oh, yeah. That was a lot cleaner. One after I was one not being dumb and two had the proper equipment for this. Love that one. That's my personal favorite pose. Almost level 8 actually. Interesting. Chest has a blue little thing right now. Miniature spoon, 850. Another thing that I forgot to mention when I was playing on my own. You were supposedly, I guess, the new objective is to clear Splatsville of debt, which is, I believe, 60 billion G or something like that. And we're doing that by collecting these relics. Each of these relics is worth a certain value. This one's worth about 800, which is a two-fisted salmon, a sculpture that looks like it's ready to take on the world. What do you think it's fighting for? This one gave me mid-air jump. This is a chimp sconce. I don't know how to pronounce this. Presumably an elevated cannon receptacle, so damage the material and sheen make it obvious it was magically crafted. And then we have a miniature scoop. It appears to be an ice cream scoop with a unique design. A single serving from this wouldn't be enough ice cream for most. I agree. Nice. That's true. Like I said, it seems like Deep Cut's working towards clearing the debt of Splatville. So, hopefully, you know, the sooner we get this done, the sooner we can all go home. He's out there blushing. What the hell's this? Metal plate? Is this more scrap for the heap? Look closer, it's pretty rusty, but isn't there something written here? I can barely make any of that out. I don't know if that's Korean. Singing is the key, something opens the way. And what's this about gold? Gold. See more, what else is there about gold? That's as much as I can read, but hidden gold is what's going after, right? Alright, found the plate attached to the bot. Feels like we're relying on a bunch of that bot. Actually, is it leading us somewhere? That is true. The thing is equipped with guns and all this other new nan shenanigans. I'm surprised it's not leading us more towards anything. I mean, shit, it's even highlighted right there in the text. The bot's leading us to the gold's possible, I presume. Or I suppose. I don't get what the singing is key part. But considering this is Splatoon, there's a lot of singing, so these three will definitely have something to do with that point. The poses these guys come with is hilarious. So, finally got the Splattershots plastic bottle, soap bottle. A shooter made with an empty soda bottle. Enjoy fizzy, refreshing shots. A shooter made with an empty soap bottle, perfect for cleaning up hordes of salmons. Balloon roller. Okay, so this one isn't as hodgepodge, but it still kind of is hodgepodge. Balance roller for ink efficiency. Roller made with an inflatable cheer stick. In Splatland, these stick balloons are a favorite for. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Then detergent swiffer. Charger made with detergent bottle. It's the perfect one for a crisp, clear day. These descriptions are hilarious. Slipping out of the place. And I do like the different colors and everything that you can get. It's really nice, actually. There is variety, and these ones I don't have the amiibos for. This one I'm just too lazy to go reach for my amiibos. Far too lazy to go reach for my amiibos up top. Let's look at this real quick. Oh, I guess I still have to run it a few times. Oh, but we do have 2 islands now. We have Zapdos and Spata. So I have to go back and run those 2. I will do that in the